I'm Dan Gray for Auto by Tail, and this is the fully revised 2016 Toyota Prius. Now, the engineers and designers have gone over this one from stem to stern. It is completely different from the obvious stuff like the styling to the interior and the technology. What do you say we hop in, go for a ride? I'll tell you what I really love about it and share some things that I don't. The 2016 Prius is available in 6 different versions. I tested a Prius 3 in metallic gray with a Moonstone Softex interior. There's no other dedicated hybrid quite like this. The Insight from Honda, well, that's a fold. And until Hyundai's dedicated hybrid offering comes out, Toyota's got the field all to themselves. The 2016 Prius is the most efficient gasoline-powered car sold in America without a plug. The official EPA gas mileage ratings, while extremely impressive, don't tell the whole story. This car was built to exceed expectations. The Ford C-Max, while it's a splendid hybrid, it can't come anywhere near matching the Prius when it comes to fuel economy in non-plug-in form. But just as importantly, the C-Max's ride and handling advantage has been erased. Toyota is banking on a lot of current Prius owners to trade in their old Prius for a brand new 2016. And let me tell you, it is a big step up. I was never really a fan of the previous generation when it came to ride and handling or interior. This model changes all that. It rides and handles so much better. It's smoother, it feels planted, it doesn't feel like it's on bicycle tires. It just feels more like a real car, not just a transportation appliance. We've covered the 2016 Prius story here at Auto by Tail, from the car's Las Vegas premiere last September to its first drive event in Southern California in November. It's one thing to hear about the new platform with its double wishbone rear suspension, and it's quite another to drive it. Toyota was so confident of the 2016 model's newfound handling capabilities that they invited the Motor Press to run an autocross course at the first drive, with the new Prius and the previous model back to back. The difference between generations is significant. After the first drive, I was eager to put the Prius through its paces here on my own turf in winter to see how it handled the cold. Now, hybrids always take a substantial fuel economy hit in colder weather, as the systems must warm up to operating temperature for maximum efficiency. The new Prius is no different, although I'd wager that the active grille shutters may reduce warm-up time a bit and keep more heat under the hood while the car is in motion. When you consider the Prius 3's official EPA ratings of 54 city, 50 highway miles per gallon, and the potential to significantly exceed those ratings, the 11.3-gallon fuel tank provides a whopping amount of range. The transition from electric power to gasoline power and back is smooth, although the 1.8-liter inline-4 drones loudly when you stomp on it. We could pin that on the CVT transmission. The steering wheel feels good. It's got a nice bit of padding. I'm not crazy about this white plastic, but the controls are well laid out. You have multimedia and Bluetooth on the left, along with your trip reset. And over on the right, you have your information screen controls, your lane departure control, your distance control for the adaptive cruise, and your cruise, well, that's down there on the stalk. The cabin has undergone a substantial improvement. The seating position is lower than the outgoing model, and the seats are wonderful. Although you need to opt for the Prius 4 or 4 Touring to get power lumbar and heated front buckets. The digital dashboard is center mounted, to a fault in my personal opinion, but the color displays are much nicer than the old monochrome screens. The key compatible wireless charging is nice for folks that have a compatible Android device, but there's just one 12-volt outlet and one USB port on the center console. Toyota really needs to double down on that. The infotainment system relies on the Entune smartphone app. While this provides integration for Pandora, iHeartRadio, and Yelp, among other apps, it's not as slick as Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. The Prius 3 includes Toyota Safety Sense technology, including automatic high beams, dynamic radar cruise control, lane keep assist, and a pre-collision system with pedestrian detection. The rear seat provides 37.4 inches of headroom, 33.4 inches of legroom, and 53 inches of shoulder room. Not too bad getting in. Just about 4 fingers of headroom at 5'10", and my legroom is pretty good. I've got this front seat back to where I'm comfortable driving, and I've got room. Seating position is pretty upright. I'd like a little bit more lean, but hey, you gotta take what you get. And what we got here is a nice squishy center armrest with 2 cup holders. You've got bottle holders in the doors and a 12-volt outlet on the back of the console. No HVAC vents, no USB ports back here. The seats are soft bagged, and we've got literature pockets on the back of both seats. There's 27.4 cubic feet of cargo capacity behind the second row seats. Folding down, a 60-40 split bench allows for a total of 65.5 cubic feet of storage. The Prius 3's cargo cover is featherweight and easy to remove. The exterior styling, though thoroughly revised and clearly more aggressive, is still polarizing. The Prius is designed to cheat the wind first and foremost, with a 0.24 coefficient of drag, rather than please the eye of armchair design critics. Haters are going to hate regardless. There's a reason why the Prius looks the way it does, and it's all about efficiency.